Peace. What up, y'all? What's up to all the gods and the goddesses that's going to come into the chat? It's your girl, Writer Creator, coming back with another one. The realest reader you'll ever know, the spiritual detective. You know how I do. So today I just wanted to come back again and just go over all the different things that, because we ain't done. I still got more questions, but I'm going to save that for the next day. For the people that weren't here earlier today, I just beg you to check out my earlier live stream because it was some Divine Rock questions and it was very, very good. And it exposed a lot. It exposed people. So I feel like y'all need to see it for what it was. Um, I would like y'all to check that out. It's a lot of other pieces, a lot of pieces. Any piece that I did on TikTok, check out because I got the most information from that man. I don't understand it. It's like, well, kinda I do understand it, but it's like we got a spiritual connection. Like I ain't never got so much information from one being, like ever, ever. So I'll be having dreams. The only thing I didn't have is visions, I don't think. I don't think I had visions from him. Yes, I did. Well, it wasn't that I had a vision. I was literally him. Like, because I felt so dizzy, like when I was going down, but I ain't see who did it. So that's why that shocked the fuck out of me today. But yeah, so I did have uh channeling. I channeled him, and so I'm about to break down different senses that we have, spiritual gifts that we have. Just for the people that aren't sure, and most people have at least one of these things. Um, it's just that people don't pay attention to their spiritual power in the way that I do. I've walked the world with my spiritual power, and I just lead with that. Some people do, but not many people do. And when they do, a lot of people don't realize that's what they're doing. So, um, first type of power we have is clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is the ability to see beyond the spiritual, beyond the earthly realm. So what that means is like you'll have visions, you see things differently. It's also something like discernment, what people use for the word discernment, because discernment is a little less than clairvoyance, but that is what you're doing when you do that. Like how I say, when I look at somebody, I can look them in the eyes and see all about them. That's clairvoyance. I mean, people will say that's discernment, but it's really clairvoyance because discernment is just as the way they describe it is as if it's as bland as saying this is the difference between um evil and good or something. Like like if you look up discernment, it'll say something like that, like the ability to see if something is good or bad, or to judge. No, it's not to judge. With me, it's actually I'm seeing into your soul. I'm seeing beyond your exterior into your soul and your spirit and intentions. Okay, and it actually looks that way to me when I'm actually looking at you. Especially if like the person is evil, oh, I'll see a devil in them. Like not necessarily the devil or whatever, but I'm not gonna get into that. But I don't see something but with certain people like sexual predators, I see like a beast, like a animal in them. Like I can't explain it. It's like I don't know. Like I don't know if I ever said this on my live, but when I was young, like 11 years old, um I was in church, and because I always walk from within my spirit and I could just see through people. And I basically my mom just turned around and asked me, why do I not ever hug the pastor? And I just said, I was just honest. My mom let me be honest. So I said, um, because he looked at me like a dog look at me. And I really meant that because I could really see. the depth of the beast beneath what we see is supposed to be the pastor. Like, um, when I looked at him, I seen like a picture of like a salivating, like in the cartoons back in the day, them old cartoons that they be playing reruns of. Like, like they used to have like a picture of somebody dangling a steak in front of a dog, and a dog would just like salivate, ready to pounce, like ooh, like ready, like starving, salivating, so hungry, just ready to get him. And that's what the fuck I seen when I seen the bastard. That's what I seen in him. It was an animal, like a beast, like beneath. And this is a pastor. And lo and behold, a couple of years later, I definitely saw that. So so that's clairvoyance. That's an example of clairvoyance. And to the degree that I literally saw him looking like a beast, like a wild dog, like ugh. So anyway, um, so that's one example. That's clairvoyance. Another one is clairsentience. Now, clairsentience is the ability to feel beyond the earthly realm. Now, that is a lot of the time is how spirits communicate with me a lot. Like, I have different um powers. I call them powers, but you know, some people might say gifts. I call them gifts or powers. Either one, it's the same. But they're all gifts from God. But anyway, um, I have something called clairsentience, which is the ability to feel beyond the physical realm. Um, which a lot of spirits or souls communicate with me that way to tell me what happened to them, to to show me I don't know. That's one of my biggest things. Clairvoyance is one of my biggest things. Clairsentience is one of my biggest things. Now, for example, like what I said earlier when I said Takeoff literally, well, not earlier on this live, earlier on my previous lives. I keep saying I channeled him. He literally um made me feel the the shot between the elbow and the bicep because I felt it. Like it could have been on exactly on the bicep, but I know it's between the elbow and the bicep. Um, just to be more precise, because I did say previously between the elbow and the shoulder, but it's way lower than the shoulder. So between the elbow and the bicep, I would say. So when I felt that, when I did the reading on 11-1, um, I didn't recognize it for what it was. I didn't recognize that Takeoff was trying to communicate with me and tell me this is the first shot or this is what happened. Like, you know, trying to connect with me in that way. So I didn't pick up on that. Now, but that's how a lot of spirits do that. If I happen to be in the presence, I know who I'm in the presence of most of the time because of that. Because of the fact that I feel what happened to them, I usually understand who I'm in the presence of. Like, but because things weren't clear with Takeoff, that's the only reason why it was different. But also another no, I'm not going to say that's an example because I literally channeled him and became him when I felt the hit in the back of the head, actually. So, anyway, so that's another example of your powers, which is clairsentience. Then there's something called clairaudience. Now, clairaudience is the ability to hear beyond the physical realm. And what that means is um, you literally um, hear what spirit has to say. I mean, you literally hear it. And the wildest thing is the people that I heard from ever, have I heard from more than? Well, the people that I could think of that I heard from were artists, are artists. I don't understand why. Maybe because in a way I am an artist. So that stands out to me. Have I heard from more artists? No. Okay. The people that I've heard words from the other side to me, have been artists. Um, an example of that would be, I'm going to just tell what happened with DMX. Now, the wild thing about this was DMX was in a coma. He did not leave this earth yet. I mean, kinda he did, because when you're in a coma, you're in a state of in between. So you could literally step outside your body and be in a different dimension and everything, like, because of the fact that you're in a coma. Like, you don't have to be confined to your body. So so I was literally saying this to him too. I don't know how I know these things, but I just do. So anyway, so I was like going off about what happened to him. I wasn't clear on what happened to him. I'm hearing that they saying he overdosed and all this, cause which it wasn't no overdose. Just for the record, it wasn't no overdose. Don't listen to that bullshit, y'all. It was that jabby jab. It was that jabby jab, and it was not no boxer. It was that jab. He was heard on Drink Champs talking about, I'm gonna get it as soon as they open it up for 50 and older. As soon as they open it up, I'm gonna get it first thing. It was the last live he did, which was like 3 weeks or so before he passed. Yo, don't listen to the bullshit. It was not no overdose. It was that jabby jab. Okay, and I'm not talking about no boxing move. So anyway, um, so uh when he was, so I was going off like, oh man, I'm mad at whoever was up there trying to corrupt your soul, because I just seen you on Drink Champs. I mean, not Drink Champs, the battle with him and Snoop Dogg. So I'm like, I just seen you on a battle with I forgot what it's called, Versus. Yeah, I just seen you on Versus with Snoop Dogg. I was so proud of you. You was clean and da 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 da. And I blame whoever that was trying to corrupt you, trying to get you to support their habit and all this, because I'm believing the bullshit at first. Now, so anyway, I'm all like going off, blaming whoever was leeching on to him, trying to get him to fall back and go back to drugs. And I'm like saying all this. All of a sudden, this strong ass voice, you know his strong ass voice, he's like, I'm responsible for me. I'm like, what? Like, I swear to God, as strong as he said it, I got offended from his strength. I was ready to cuss him out. I was ready to argue with him because, well, I kind of did, because I felt like he was coming at me. He's so strong in his delivery that it almost seemed like he like cussing you out, and he not. He's just that strong as a human being. So so I'm like, what? Who you talking to like that? And all, like, I'm really like I'm ready to fight instead of listen to what he had to say. So he left it alone. He didn't say another fucking thing, because he's like, I'm not gonna be sitting up here arguing with this child from the spirit world. I think this sit right now laughing. So I'm like, yep. But yeah, but so that's an example of clairaudience. So it's your ability to hear beyond the physical realm. So also you have claircognizance, which is a knowingness. Like, this is what I say about uh definitely um Virgos. They have a knowingness. And it's like, what's funny, a funny theme about Virgos, everybody tries to say, you think you know everything to a Virgo or whatever. They actually fucking do. They actually fucking do. And the difference between them is all the information they have gathered and learned, and knowledge that they have, they actually share this with others. That's the difference between them, and that's a fact that people miss a lot. People think that they know more than everybody else and that they're better and all this. No, you're misunderstanding them. You're totally missing who they are, because the point that you should pay attention to is not only do they know everything, but they're willing to share their knowledge with whoever is willing to learn. Period. So that's an example of knowingness. you ever, let's say somebody was talking to you, and let's say you knew they were lying. And you're like, I just know. I don't know how I know, but I know that motherfucker was lying. That's an example of knowing this. If you just know something, you can't even explain how you know. You just know. That's claircognizance. Um, it's other ones called clairalience, and what is the other one? I can't think of the other one right now. I know it's one with smell. Is that the smell? Clairalience? No. What is clair? Yeah, it is smell. Yeah, yeah. So clairalience is smell, but I can't remember what the other one is. There's another one. But anyway, you also have something called clarity. So the clarity, this is one that I have been getting. Um, I want to say as of late, but I can't really explain the clarity right now. I would have to be able to think of an example right now, but I really can't think of it right now. You think I can think of one? Yeah. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Hmm. An example of clarity. So, because recently I've been saying, what is that? Is that claircognizance, which is a knowingness? They keep telling me, no, it's not. It's more than that. So, uh, I don't even know. I can't think of one example right now. As much as I have this. So, am I using an example of three? I'm on three? Yes. What example would that be? Um, I just cannot think right now. Um, clarity. I really can't think right now. I just can't. I can't. Yes. Hmm. Because I don't know. I've been asking that lately a lot. Like, what is that? Is that claircognizance? Is that discernment? Is that clairvoyance and claircognizance? Is that? And God was like, no, that's not that. It's more than that. Um, I really cannot think of an example. It's like I have an understanding about certain things. That's all I do know. It's like an understanding. Like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Is it the thing that am I talking about like the fact that that's it's not the impressions, is it? No. So let me talk about impressions since I can't think of the clarity right now. So impressions is another thing that I've been getting, which is me feeling like I've actually known people that I've never met. Like, is that the clarity thing? No, 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 no. It's impressions. Huh? No. Okay. So that is impressions. And so for a perfect example, is Shanquella. Before I ever seen her on video or talking to somebody, I felt like I knew her. Like, like I really thought I knew her and that we worked together before or something because I just remember it's like a memory that never happened. And it's like you are just like sure in this. Like so it's like I just remember her coming up to me, talking and rubbing her right hand through her hair. Her hair's on the left side and she's rubbing her right hand through her hair in the front and pulling it through with the left and like just like talking and saying something and whatever and I'm just talking like that. And I just really thought I knew her. Like really was like serious about feeling like I knew her. So that's an example of impressions. When I remember what I mean or know how to give a great example of clarity, I will come back with that. So it's different types of gifts that you have in this world. It's other type of gifts that I could add to this, but right now my mind is just not doing the best today. Mentally, I have not been able to focus today, and I actually think this is somebody else's clairsentience. I'm feeling what they either went through or what they are feeling now. So I have not been able to focus today. And I've been flipping everything. Like, I can't explain it. It's just like, I don't know. I just been flipping everything around today. Everything is all mumbo jumbo or right, right. Okay. So yeah, I feel like that's really me being connected to somebody else. But we're gonna move on from that. So let's without further ado, let's get it. I just wanted to make y'all aware of the different types of gifts you can have. And when I remember what I mean to say about clarity as an example, as a clear example for y'all to understand, then I will tell you about it. But I didn't want to keep wasting time to think about what I'm trying to say and mess it up. So anyway, let's get into let's go back to what everything that I've said or that would play to exactly what we found out today about who did what, who is responsible for what. Also, let me mention this right off the bat. So if y'all ever seen news news the guy the guy excuse me the guy neutral Nika, if you ever seen his if you ever seen his oh shit. Uh, so if you ever seen his live when he was doing something, so it's titled "One Look for the Last Time" or something like that. One more look for the last time. If you look at that and you see what he's talking about, what the hell was I just about to say? I just lost my. This is what I'm talking about. All day, my mind has not been up to par. All day I cannot focus. Like, but I'm gonna take my time and focus. So if you've seen something about neutral, what the hell was I about to say? I don't believe this. Something's wrong with my focus today. But um I don't know about. It's not about the pockets. It's about something else that he was. Oh, so I remember now. When he was saying that the girl was, this is the person who's recording, and that it was a girl, and he said, "This is your person recording right here." Well, I already knew that. Well, I didn't know that then, and I didn't see his live until I was watching his live, that live this morning. Actually, when I was telling him I was watching him this morning, I was watching his live this morning. So, um, when he said that about, I had already knew it's the girl because I'm not gonna say why, but I'm just mentioning in the live that I had a premonition about this girl, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So if it comes true, I'm gonna come back to it and say, remember I told y'all I had a premonition about this girl? Because I really did. So I'm just gonna leave it just at that. And so, and if it comes true, I already recorded it on something that's like an audio recorder, so that if it comes true, I could prove that I did have this premonition and show it. Same thing I did about Takeoff Mine. Like, I only gave y'all a little bit and piece of what I saw, but I didn't go into detail of what she was wearing, how her hair was, or whatever. Because if I see it, then I'm gonna say, "Oh my God, it came true!" And look. and this is what I said, and I'm gonna show y'all the date of what I said and when I said it. Right. So anyway, so I just wanted to mention that I had a premonition about that girl. Also, I wanted to say that on the first day, I really touched on this. Not the first day, but I had a problem with that man since the first day. The person that we found out who did it. I had a problem with that man from the first day, because of what I saw as far as the videotape goes. I had a problem with that. And because I kept feeling like he was taking up for the boys that was in back of him, the motherfuckers we couldn't see. And he was. So so um but I did the reading on the first day. It was November the 5th, which was my first live about Takeoff. I literally said this whole thing. I was like, yo, I got a problem with his ass. He was everywhere. This is what I said about you know who we found out today. And in order for y'all to find out who did it, y'all need to check out my live from earlier today. And it's entitled Cracking the Takeoff Case. Okay? So don't forget to watch that because there's really some juicy, juicy, juicy shit in there, y'all. So anyway, from the first day, I was like, yo, I got a problem with him. He was everywhere. Every fucking where. I like, yo, I have a problem with this man being everywhere. So me and somebody was talking and they said, I feel like they was trying to check. I feel like they was trying to check Quavo's temperature. They was trying to test him and da da da. I said, yeah, that's how I feel too. I feel like they made Quavo change his whole mood because the way that the dude in the, at the time I didn't know who that was. The way that the dude in the camouflage was all taken up for them, it made him feel like it's y'all against me, and that's what made him turn up like that. Because not only did some shady shit happen, I remember what the reason why I was supposed to do this live. So another example, not just the footage was edited, y'all. The audio was also edited, y'all, because in one audio, I'm still looking for it because I heard it yesterday or something. In one audio, it said, when they was talking about the basketball part, they're like, man, don't nobody care about no basketball. I ain't talking about no damn basketball. He like something about y'all done seen me play basketball or some shit, right? But after he said that, he said, y'all some scamming ass niggas. He said this shit. And I know it got something to do with New Troll in some way. Either it was on his channel or either it was on when he brought his content to my channel. So I don't know which one it was, but I know it said y'all some scamming ass niggas. Oh no. Y'all on some scamming shit. That's what he said. Y'all on some scamming shit. Now, then I hear another footage that says or it's been cut up or something. Because then I hear another footage that say, we ain't talking about no damn basketball. And he was like, y'all just saw me play basketball or whatever. Blah, blah. And then he said, you listening to your nigga. Now, them is two totally different statements. So how the fuck did two totally different statements get behind what he said? So either the footage is edited out, something is edited out of there, something is edited out of there to protect somebody, or the audio was doctored. Either it was doctored. I don't know. Something ain't right about that shit. I literally heard the one footage. I heard him say, y'all on some scamming shit after he said the shit about basketball. Then the next one, after he said the shit about basketball, he was saying, you listening to your nigga. What? How is it two totally different things? So I wanted to bring that to the attention. So, yes, that is what I was supposed to come here for. Is that right? Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure I say that shit tomorrow. I should write that down right now. Make sure I say that. So let me make sure I say some audio. All right, so yeah, but talk about the audio. About the audio. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that I say that again. When I decide to go over more questions, I got more questions because I had forgot. Remember, I kept saying I know I'm forgetting something, but I can't remember what it is. Yes, I got more questions that put more things in perspective and shine a different light on certain people, and you decide what you will, but I'm just putting it out here for everybody to know. And I'm trying to put it out here to make sure justice is served. Proper justice is served. Everybody like they trying to hit us with the okey doke. They trying to Kanika Jenkins us with this goddamn footage the same way they did with Kanika Jenkins, where they doctored their damn footage. They was moving people out, putting people in. They was cutting times and changing times, and they was cutting out audio when there probably was some real important audio. Okay, so yeah, they tried to. They tried to get us, but we ain't going for that bullshit. And that's all I really came here to say today. I just wanted to say that I called. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I never finished telling what I was saying. So I called the Mike Prince thing. Uh, when the very first live that I did on Takeoff, I said, "Yo, I got a problem." I didn't even know his name was Mike Prince yet. I was like, "Yo, I got a problem with that camouflage nigga." I said I got a problem with him. All over the place. Wasn't he all over the place? And I'm like, yo, he was gambling next to Quavo. He was trying to supposed to be interceding in the argument, but I feel like he was agitating the situation with his punk ass because he was. And then I said, then he what else did I say? Then he because I ain't see yet on November the 5th that he was in front of Takeoff. So but I did see. I said, did he hold and take off arm, and then he leave him with them boys? So I didn't even know his name. And then the person in the chat was like, I think his name Mike Prince, but I don't know. And I was like, damn. I like, yo, I don't trust that motherfucker. I got a problem with him. I said, motherfuckers like that be all over the place like that, you gotta watch them. And then I later found out that he was in front of Quavo, in front of Takeoff. So now that proves that the footage been edited and doctored and cut out and altered in every fucking way imaginable. And the audio was fucked with because of the whole Quavo saying two different things after the basketball comment. So just to let y'all know, I just wanted to tell y'all what I came up with. I'm glad I finally remembered what I was supposed to be coming on here with. But yeah, that's it. And so that's it for now. I want to make sure I use up all my minutes. I don't like to be leaving no minutes wasted for my months because my months is coming up. Now, thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you. Please know I do readings. I do all types of readings. I do picture and soul readings, numerology readings, astrology readings, life cycle readings, name readings, dream interpretation, and divine and rod readings, divine and rod sessions, oracle card readings, and that's all I can think of for right now. So please, if you're interested in reading, I left my email in the description. Please get in touch with your girl. If you have any information that you would like me to know that's regarding Takeoff that you could add to it, or if you would like to help in the situation in any way, please contact me via email. It's in the chat, in the description. Thank you for being here. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, support your girl so I can survive. Hit me on my cash app. Help your girl survive. Thank you so much. And every bit of donation helps. It doesn't matter how much you donate. Just look out for me somehow. I don't care. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $2. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care. Just look out. And thank you. I appreciate you for being here with me. Thank you for kicking it with me. I love y'all. Peace.